What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your big brother rant and recap, season 25, episode 9. So listen, this is the veto competition slash veto ceremony. So where we left off, Miss Felicia HOH nominates Cam and Jag, but they are both pawns. She has shared with both of them, and apparently everybody in the house except for Red and Heisem know that it is a whole backdoor plan to get Heisem out of the house. Now, here's a couple of things, a couple of observations that I find interesting. We see a conversation between Red and Cameron where Red finds out that everybody knows it's a backdoor except for him. Cameron is telling him that it's a backdoor, and Heisem is like, and Red is like, so wait a minute. You're in the alliance on the other side of the house. So you mean to tell me that my own alliance didn't even tell me that this was a whole backdoor plan? So either A, my alliance doesn't trust me, or B, hell, maybe I'm right behind Heisem. So he decides to confront Miss Felicia, and he doesn't confront her. He decides to sort of like test her, and so he throws Heisem's name out as they're talking. Now Miss Felicia was like, look, I might have been born at night, baby, but it wasn't last night. So clearly somebody done said something to Red, because why would he just randomly come out his mouth and say Heisem's name? It's too much of a coincidence. And so she goes on and lets him know that it's a backdoor plan. But Red is still feeling some kind of way, and him and Cameron done came up with a whole final two because they feel like they are the outskirts of their alliance. And they're not necessarily wrong, okay? Now we see the whole Mimi pantry storage room situation. Now, for those of you, like, I watch a lot of the recaps of the different people who watch the live feeds, because y'all know I don't really get into the live feeds like that, but I do watch some of the recaps. I have heard about these Mimi sessions that she has with herself in the storage room, and you know what I appreciate about it? I absolutely hate when people look up at the camera and then do this whole conversation with America. I hate it. I don't like it, because we are supposed to be silent observers. You are not supposed to be bringing us into the game. You are supposed to even be forgetting that we are here. I don't like it. I don't like that. Yeah, so next week when I win the power veto, I'm going to put up, and this is what I'm going to do, because they're not going to like it. I don't like it. Don't talk to me. I am not a part of your game. I can't answer back. We cannot dialogue. What I love is that Mimi is in there talking to herself. She is having these moments where she is pacing. She is walking around. She is doing things on the table, figuring out spacing and organization. And she said, listen, my job is politics. And my job is all about compromise and finding the middle ground. And so all I'm doing is figuring it out. I'm playing this chess game in my head, and I'm working it out. And I'm here for all of that. Now, at this point, I feel like Mimi is going to float a couple of weeks, because she's not ruffling any feathers, but she's also not really contributing much to the game. And there are people who are playing harder than her that I think are going to be in front of her. Although, I think she can probably make it to jury, but I don't see her making it to the end, because at some point they're going to look up and go, what you still doing here? If she don't start doing something to step it up, I think she's going to get swallowed up. But for right now, I was here for the whole Mimi in the storage room moment. The other thing that I already knew about that they showed us is this whole showmance between Jared and Blue. Now listen, what they not telling y'all is that Jared has come this close to telling Blue his secret, okay? And I'm like, Jared, what is wrong with you? What the freak is wrong with you? You can like Blue, but everybody in that house knows that y'all are playing a game. If Blue is going to hold it against you that you lied to her about the fact that your mama was in that game when y'all was in a game to win $1 million, then she ain't the one. She ain't the one for you, because anybody should understand that y'all playing the game. Like, I don't even know if Miss Felicia knows. I think she knows, but I don't know if she knows or not. But I bet you she wouldn't be mad. As close as her and Sari have become, I don't even think she would feel no kind of way about it. So anyway, The other thing is Sari is not happy that Jared is getting involved in the showmance because she already knows what happens with showmances, okay? She knows that they become a target and it's all about separating the two of them and breaking up the alliance, right? So she is telling him, first of all, it's too many, you spending too much time with her and people are noticing. And then Heisem makes a comment, because Jared said something about having a headache. And Heisem was like, oh, you know why you got a headache? Because you're in love. Baby, Sari was like, so Ree pulled the move of, get out of here, Heisem. You so crazy. And Heisem leaves the room, baby. And Sari went, stop it right now. Baby, she went into mama mode quick on Jared. Do you hear me? She went into mama mode quick on Jared. Okay? So then we get to, now all of this happened before we even got to the POV competition. Let me tell you, it got to the point where I was like, are we going to even see the competition tonight? Because y'all giving me a whole lot of filler. I mean, it was good information, but I was like, are we going to see this damn comp? So the competition is they have to crawl through some slime. It's a whole chicken theme where they got to crawl through the slime, lay an egg, and take the egg back through the slime. And they have to do that 12 times because they have to fill up a whole carton of eggs, right? Who gets picked to play? Oh, my bad. Let me rewind. Who gets picked to play in the Power Veto? Of course, Jag, Cameron, and Miss Felicia. So, Cameron picks house guest. He picks Red because, of course, that's his closest ally. Miss Felicia picks house guest. She picks Izzy. And then Jag pulls Corey's name. So, that's who's playing in the POV situation. And of course, Heisem is like, okay, cool, perfect. I didn't get picked to play in the veto, so ain't no chance of me winning the veto, because of course in his mind he's gonna win all the vetoes. And let me tell y'all something. I get it that they tell us these things in a confessional, and most people confess when they're trying to throw a comp or when they don't really want to win a comp like they do. I feel like even though Miss Felicia was like, I would love to win this veto, so then that way I can execute my own plan and I can put Heisem on the block myself. Listen, I don't think Miss Felicia was trying to win this veto. Now, do I think the veto was hard? Absolutely. I mean, Jag lost his shoes. Poor Corey lost his shorts. They had to blur him out because he was showing his business to everybody. And honestly, I really truly feel like Miss Felicia was struggling, but I think she could have done better than what she did. Baby, Miss Felicia barely got one egg in that carton, and she was just kind of rolling around in that slime. I don't think she was trying that hard. First of all, I think that she quickly realized she wasn't gonna win that damn comp. Like, Miss Felicia didn't have a shot in hell of beating all them people in that comp. Now, there's some comps that she can win. Obviously, she's HOH. But that was not her comp. That was not. I'm telling you, my fat ass would have done the same thing she did. I'm really trying to get through the slime. Baby, I ain't putting no more effort into that thing. I'm just looking back to see how close the next person is and hoping one of them win. Shit. You ain't have to try that hard anyway because Heisem ain't in it. So you really didn't have to try that hard anyway. It didn't matter who won. It was going to work in your favor because the only person you had to worry about winning was Corey. Because Corey may have left the noms the same. I know he was in on the plan and all of that, but But everybody else was going to use it. Cameron was going to use it. Red was going to use it. Jag was going to use it. Izzy was going to use it. Because they all knew what the plan was. Baby, anyway. So Jag wins. Okay? So now we know that somebody has to be put up as a replacement. So here come Heisem. The next obvious choice is Matt. And if they were second guessing backdooring him, the way he acted when he was trying to convince Miss Felicia to choose Matt, probably made her double down. It probably made her double down on it. He's trying to talk to her about Matt. And she was like, oh, Matt or Blue. And he was like, Blue? Why would you use Blue? Blue's not, Matt's a stronger contender. And she was like, okay, but it's not about strength. It's about, game. And he was like, oh. I mean, you could tell he was just irritated. So then he goes to Izzy and talks to Izzy about it. Here go Izzy. You want me to talk to Miss Felicia? I agree with you. We should put up Matt. You want me to talk to her? I said, Izzy is enjoying this shit way too much. So, of course, he was like, yeah, because why would you go for a knight when you can go for the king? Here go Miss Felicia. I think I'm going to use that exact verbiage. So, baby, they get to the veto ceremony, and Miss Felicia says, Heisem, I believe you said, why would I go for a knight when I could go for a king? I think that's what you said. Okay, well, you are my replacement, king. Baby, you could fry an egg on Heisem's head. He was so mad. Ooh, he was hot. He was hot. He was hot. Now, let me say this. I am here for a well-executed backdoor. But y'all, listen, y'all are happy. It is not finished yet. That back door is not complete. You know why? Because Heisem has not walked out of that door yet. If you swing, you better hit it. All right? If you swing, you better hit. So, y'all have him on the block. Now, what y'all's job is to do is to make sure that the house does not flip. Because if the house flips and y'all vote Cameron out, it's going to be hell to pay. It's going to be hell to pay from the other alliance. It's going to be hell to pay within your alliance because Red and Heisem are now going to be gunning for y'all. And basically, that alliance is split anyway, child. If you get Heisem out of the house, the alliance lives another day. But if y'all don't get Heisem out the house, baby. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see Heisem go because I think he just was doing too much. But if Heisem stays, baby, you want to talk about some fun times and the down to the Big Brother. We will see what happens tomorrow night with the live eviction, child. I'm sick of these people house flipping and then not flipping. If y'all don't put Heisem out that house, all of this is for nothing. Y'all might as well. Then Miss Felicia's HOH is wasted. The alliance has imploded. And for what? For Cameron to go home? Cameron ain't a threat to nothing. Not right now, he not. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Peace.